welcome back everyone to podcast number
17. Wow.
17, Vivek.
Yep.
Almost 20.
Not yet.
Not yet, but almost, right? Almost is never enough.
Yes.
But we'll get
Some
there.
things I
we'll
agree.
get there. All right, Vivek. So, what are we going to talk about today?
We came across, like, whenever we go to clients, right? Clients always talk about, AI. When you talk to clients, they say that they assume that AI is just about AI creatives, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that true? Whenever we go to them, they'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, we have the AI agency. And then what do they say? Creatives, right?
Yeah, this just happened not even like today itself, right? Yesterday, 2 days ago, the clients still thinking that AI only, in terms of marketing part, they only think that AI only can do in creative. I believe that our viewers smart enough to tell, because that's what out there, right? What has been
That's
published.
the reality, yeah. That's what most people see.
Most people see,
yeah.
and then
They
we
are
cannot blame.
exposed. You can't blame them. That
It's-
is what they're
yeah.
exposed to.
Yep.
What we should do today is an interesting podcast, okay? Because what we want to do is, first of all, we want to remind people that AI in marketing AI is not just creatives, not just that, but we'll also tell them what it is, right? Yes, marketing AI, as you can see, guys, is not just about creatives, correct? And it is, what else is it about? Let's look, what's the next one?
Personalization. Yes, of course. I believe some of our viewers, or even like people out there, companies out there, enterprises out there, already experience personalization, right?
Correct.
I believe so.
Personalization is seen to be one of the most important aspects of how marketers can connect with customers,
Yeah.
right? Hyper-personalization. Everybody talks about hyper-personalization, and AI can definitely enable this kind of personalization.
Yep.
We gave in episodes 14, 15.
14, yes.
Yeah, we had talked about use cases about you. If you want to go, you can just go and check out those episodes, guys, where we talk about personalization, where we had a t-shirt personalizer, we had so many kind of fragrance.
Yeah, the roll-on one.
Roll on, yeah.
Yeah.
So that is how you can do personalization, correct? And then comes the more advanced one, which is all about cognition,
Cognitions.
or the brain, or the thinking part.
Yeah,
of
this
AI.
is where I believe that you and I were talking about in a
Yes.
few episodes, like in a previous episode, like episode 11, like
Yes.
something like that. You
Correct.
can check also, you can check.
Yeah.
This is way too technical to talk about, I believe, because when I come to our clients, right, Vivek?
Yes.
What is this rack? What is this? Because it's something new, right? Even for me, this is completely new. Even for
Yeah.
us, right?
Of course. It was new to me about a year back, isn't
Yeah.
it? So these are new things, new tech, but it's our role and responsibility
Yes.
to introduce these new technologies to not just our viewers, but also to all our clients,
Yes.
correct? So this is the most advanced one, RAGs, where it's called Retrieval Augmented Generation, where we talk about where you can have multiple, it will give you, you can ask it like a mini chat GPT. It's almost like a mini LLM or a mini chat GPT. You can call it like that.
Oh, do you know about DeepSeek, Vivek?
Yes, or a mini DeepSeek. But you know what,
What?
Erica, we've been running RAGs, and DeepSeek is an open source
Yeah.
model, right?
Yeah.
So we've tested one thing which I would like, slightly controversial. Everybody's going goo goo gaga over DeepSeek, right?
Yeah.
But guess what? In our RAG testing on the DeepSeek model, which was there on Hugging Face, which we tested on our RAG, the performance is not that good. It is ranked 3, which is rank 1 and 2 later on, guys. We can tell you. So we've tested we've tested 7 models,
Okay.
different types of models for our own RAG, which we are implementing. And I have found that the rank for DeepSeek is only number 3 in terms of the outputs. Yeah. While it's created a big stir, it's okay. Biasa aja.
I believe it's going to be one episode alone about this track and DeepSeek,
Yes.
right, guys?
Yes. Let's go
Yeah.
forward. Today, we've got something even more cool, right? What we wanted to do was, companies are also keen on understanding what kind of frameworks are there for AI adoption, right? And the really good consulting companies, they've made their own models. But one thing which I looked at, this is a post both of us came across right on LinkedIn. There is this post from Timothy Teriyaki.
Teriyaki, Vivek. It's
Yeah.
quite different teriyaki and teriyaki. You know
Yes.
what it
Man,
means,
let him
guys?
not sue us. Okay. He's got this model where he's got all the companies, as you can see over here, right? There's Microsoft, PwC, Deloitte, Gartner, MIT, and Harvard. He has crystallized their adoption models into this very, very useful way of looking at it. I found it extremely amazing that he's done this. And on link, guys, check out the post. We've given him credit.
Yes.
Even on Instagram, we've used this model. Thank you, Timothy.
I would say yes,
Teriyaki.
thank you to Timothy, because
Yeah.
he created simple ways to understand on how you can adapt AI. Not only you, even like for enterprises, right?
It is a
simple
brilliant
way.
one. Brilliant one. Today's episode, guys, we're going to talk about 3 of these models, but we're also going to introduce how our frameworks, we've got not our framework, but the different types of AI kind of modules. How does it fit into this framework?
Oh, are you trying to put in, or are you trying to fit our services
Yes.
into this kind of adoption?
Correct. People understand, right? Where is it right now? That, hey guys, AI is not just about making
Creative,
creatives
yeah.
and images and videos. There's so much more you can do. So this model, we want to use the maturity models, and then we want to tell you how, let's say, where does creative come in? Where does personalization come in? And where does cognition come in? So let's
Yeah,
look at
sure,
the first
sure,
model.
sure.
Let's
Alright.
go in there. The first model, of course, is Microsoft's
Okay, of
AI
course.
maturity
Yeah,
model,
right.
right? Again, Timothy Teriyaki is the guy who's made this. If you look at the original Microsoft AI maturity model, it's actually 5 steps.
Yeah, the level 1, 2,
1,
3,
2,
4,
yeah.
5. It's quite complicated to understand, but that's why I said that Timothy created in a simple way.
Yeah, brilliant way. So
Yeah.
let's do, here are our 3 kind of use cases, right? So there's AI vision, personalization, and cognition. We are going to map, where does vision come in? So let's explain the AI maturity model first.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So on the x-axis, which is the horizontal axis, the artificial or machine intelligence has been marked. And on the y-axis, you've got human intelligence, right?
Yes.
So if you see, human intelligence is more, and then it goes to the right, machine becomes more.
Yeah.
So you start off with assisted intelligence, you move to augmented intelligence, and then autonomous intelligence. Whereas,
Alright.
and assisted, go on,
So
Erika.
meaning that you like assisted intelligence still need humans involved. Meaning like
Correct.
in terms might be in terms of percentage, I'm not sure. Just like a random number or random percentage.
think-
70-30, like
Yeah,
humans
you can
70,
put it like that.
AI 30.
Yes.
While in terms of autonomous, we don't need humans at all.
Correct. It would be ultimately.
All right.
Yeah. So a self-driving car without the driver, no driver, not even, see right now self-driving is there, correct?
Yeah.
Tesla has self-driving, but at least it still has the steering wheel. But in a fully autonomous, level 5 autonomous, there will be no steering wheel also.
Oh, you know what? Because you mentioned this kind of things, this reminds me of one of the movie that they just like to told the machine or the car,
Yeah.
hey, I want to go to visit my boyfriend or somewhere.
Okay,
yeah,
there,
it will,
that's
it will,
it.
it will
And you
take
can't
you there.
control it.
Yep.
You can't control. Humans' control is gone, right?
Yeah.
Let's now put our model. Okay, where do you think AI vision falls in this kind of thing, where we have different levels of intelligence, but what is our take on AI right now? Are we at autonomous?
Not yet.
Ex-
Not only we, I believe worldwide.
Worldwide, it's not. Where is vision?
I would
Like-
say in assisted because vision is more creative, where
Exactly.
human need to be there.
Absolutely right. The human is always a core part of the creative process,
Yes.
correct? What about personalization? Where do you think that falls under?
Personalization in terms of the implementation in out there in public still need humans
Correct.
involved, human touch. So I would say in assisted as well.
Is in assisted as well. But what about RAG?
Cognition, right?
Cognition. When you come into a cognition where you basically you've got all this data being put into one place, and the human is now going to ask the system for some help, correct?
Oh, are you trying to say that cognition is actually a partner? So just like
Correct.
augmented intelligence?
Yes. So you become the human plus.
Yes. So
This
I would
is
say
where
cognition is in augmented, right?
augmented, yes. That's where we would put it. So when you start to develop RAGs or AI systems, These are making you a human plus, correct? And that's an that is where
Oh.
AI cognition or RAGs,
So-
etc. would be there.
I believe that this is what Microsoft trying to say, that in terms of adoption, right, Vivek?
Yes.
The assisted is the first step where you wanted to adopt it, and then you actually come out into autonomous eventually.
But right now, vision and personalization, so be it creatives or these personalization, your this t-shirt designer or so many other kind of things for banks, etc., that will still be in assisted intelligence. Whereas once you have a system which is going to give you some kind of responses, that's in autonomous augmented intelligence, making you a better person, a human plus, right? We are not yet having products
Yes.
in the autonomous intelligence as yet.
I believe people in the world, or there is in the US or somewhere, but we're not sure as yet, right?
No, it doesn't exist. No, it doesn't exist. Not fully autonomous. Partial autonomous is there, but fully autonomous is not yet there. Partial autonomous does exist.
But
okay?
at least in Indonesia, we are moving into the augmented, which make
I
us human
feel-
better.
Yes, in Indonesia, we are still stuck in that assisted. We are not even started with. Most companies have not even started with assisted intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Our jobs are to educate people, but let's move first. See, the human is very crucial inside this, right, guys? So we need to start with the assisted intelligence. Let machines help you, and then they can augment you. And finally, they will be autonomous, but you will have other things to do.
Yeah.
You will be doing other things. That is the whole point. So let's go to the next model, okay, which is the PwC
PwC.
model.
Ooh.
So let's explain this model a bit. In the PwC model, you can see that on the x-axis is role complexity. That means how complex is the system, whereas on the y-axis is autonomy, or AI autonomy, right? And so you can see that there are these 9 buckets there, and if things get more complex and AI autonomous increases, then you get onto the topmost of those quadrants. But let's look at this. AI as an advisor, assistant, co-creator. Then comes the more advanced ones, which is the decision maker, executor, and self-learner.
Yeah.
Okay. For marketing, or let's say for our kind of customers, where would AI vision fall?
Let me think, Vivek. Because in terms of vision, it's still helping humans perform
Yes.
tasks, right?
Yes.
More efficiently.
Correct.
That's what we did to our
Yes.
clients. So I would say vision is in assistant.
Correct. So I agree, and therefore we should put AI as an assistant. We should put it here, where basically the AI vision or creatives is basically where humans become more efficient, and therefore it is the autonomous nature is still only partial.
Yeah.
Autonomous nature is partial, and the role complexity is also not too much as well, correct? We're getting creatives and images and all that, and that's where that will fall. Whereas what happens in personalization, where is personalization?
I would say the same. In
An assistant, because we are
because it still need a human help there, right?
Correct.
Not yet executor itself. No,
No,
it cannot.
no,
Okay.
it cannot.
In terms of Microsoft language, executor and self-learner is like autonomous, right? Autonomous one.
Yes.
Right.
The self-learner is where AI systems would automatically learn by themselves. They
Yes.
can teach themselves.
Yes.
That's the self-learner. The executor is where they would do things like, for instance, now there are certain ones like drones.
Yep.
They
I would
can,
say
robots. They are executing certain tasks with minimal human
yeah.
inputs. But the kind of projects that for marketing, we still need the human. The human is always
there.
crucial
Yeah,
in
yeah,
this
yeah,
loop,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Robots are a good example of that. Drones might be in certain things, those ones which can go and automatically detect and then take an action, but still a human is in the loop, okay? Decision maker, are any AI systems taking decisions by itself? No. We have not reached those kind of, that's where role complexity is maximum, and also autonomous is getting to a higher level. So I feel that these 3 buckets, right, it's very less. So where do you think AI cognition falls? Yeah.
Okay. We mentioned that cognition as a partner. I would say it's a co-creator.
Yes. Why is that?
Because we are working collaboratively on tasks.
Yes, correct. Because
it's there. It's there.
It's there. It's there,
It's
guys.
there.
I mean, it's there.
Right.
So you can see that RAG systems are there to be your collaborator or co-creator, right? Because it is making you a human plus. You're going to ask a system. for certain inputs, and it's going to give you an answer, and you will decide, and it's a joint effort, right? There is complexity in it because the AI has also got a very high level of complexity because it's a cognition thinking kind of a system, but it also is not fully autonomous. The autonomy is partial. And so therefore, RAG systems is a co-creating kind of a system, will allow you to jointly create something with the human.
So let's take an example from ChatGPT, right? Or even DeepSeek. It's like a creator as well, right? Vivek?
Based on your task, based on the
Based
prompts.
yeah.
So you're doing a particular exercise, you want a social media post, but our kind of cognition systems, remember, are in-house based on your kind of internal data, not like ChatGPT, which is the whole world's data. When you create a RAG system, which is in-house internally for your companies, you take only the data for your company. That is why this is a co-creator, and it's a much better co-creator, it's a much more advanced co-creator, not just. So our cognition systems are not like a ChatGPT. Our cognition systems, because they're trained on the specific customer data, it becomes a much better system. Okay? Let us move forward. This was how we classify. We think that vision and personalization is AI as an assistant in the PwC augmentation spectrum, and AI as a co-creator is what AI cognition is all about. Okay, let's go to the last one, which is Deloitte's augmented intelligence framework, and they have, again, a simple one, 3 buckets, correct? Automate. AI takes over repetitive, rule-based tasks. Augment. AI provides recommendations or insights to enhance human decision making. And amplify is where AI helps humans scale their work, improving productivity and decision speed. So here it's only talking about an increased intelligence, correct? We don't talk about autonomous. Yes.
It is supposed to be easier because we already exercise from the last 2 of the
correct. So where is vision here?
Amplify definitely, right, Vivek? Because
it can be, it helps. Yes, I think that's also, it can be a bit of, I think, let's put it in amplify, because this is taking your scale of work and improving your productivity and decision speed, right?
Why actually I put it into amplify, what I was thinking, because if we're talking about automate, again, it's autonomy, something like that, right? And also it said that AI takes over repetitive and role-based tasks. So I was thinking
that was the system. Yes. AI system, that would be that. And what about personalization then? It's a bit more trickier.
It's more trickier because Augment also provides recommendations.
But I think it's still
in Amplify.
It's still in Amplify. I think it's still in Amplify.
Because improving productivity, right?
Correct.
It is improving your productivity.
Correct. And it's improving your productivity, and basically also personalization is user experience, those kind of things, right? So it's actually amplifying your humans' work, because you are trying to reach many people with hyper-personalization. I think that you individually cannot reach all of these people, but with AI personalization, you can reach all of these people. And so therefore, it's an amplification of your intelligence.
And it's improving your productivity of the company itself, right? Definitely.
Yes. And the final one is the AI cognition, and where do you think
is going to be Augment?
Yes,
because it provides recommendations or insight to enhance human decision making, right?
So AI cognition is all about recommending and improving your decision making, right? Inside AI cognition, guys, RAG would be Augment, whereas an AI system inside AI cognition would be an Automate. So things like the ones which we do for one of our clients in Philippines is resizing those images. That is repetitive tasks, but not rule-based, intelligence-based. So we gave it like, hey, this is a Lazada image, remove the background and put this one. This is a Shopee image. What do we do? So that is that. So Automate over there is an AI system.
Because you mentioned about this resizing, and this is also reminds me to one of our clients, the shoe swapping, right?
But
is it also part of system, or?
I would see this one will be in the Amplify one, because it's like it's improving their productivity and all that. It's not entirely a rule-based thing. See, the one where a system would be, we would drag and drop and press a button and the output will come out.
Oh, autonomous.
Completely automatic. Yeah. Yes. Not autonomous.
Not autonomous.
Not autonomous.
Yeah, automatic.
Autonomous is they would think by themselves.
You just need to click and
they will. Whole thing. Yeah. In this one, it's still a human plus AI. It's still, I think, an amplification. So that is basically what it is. So guys, We finished 3 different frameworks.
Oh, if you guys remember, we have these 4 parameters in our 4 bucket of ours. Vivek, our also the same, the 4 quadrants of ours. Do you remember that?
Yes.
We are also talking about the productivity.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yes.
Right? So
Time versus yeah.
it's differently. What makes us different is it's AI system, but this is Deloitte, Microsoft, and PwC,
Yeah.
guys.
We're also in that same league. We think so. You can tell us if you're not.
Yeah, I mean, sure. You can go back and watch our podcast,
first
like in the beginning.
In the
like,
beginning, the
in
numbers 1, 2, 3 had all those.
Yeah.
We shared all those ones.
We were talk about that. Now that Microsoft, PwC, and Deloitte also talk the same.
Yeah.
I think in the next episode we'll talk about the
Talk about the other 3. So we'll talk about Gartner, we'll talk about
MIT
and
Harvard.
Harvard. Yeah.
Oh
So
wow,
how
that
that's really
would
cool.
be very very
And it's
cool.
very different. It's much more different,
more
much more
tricky?
different, more trickier. So let's see how that one.
It will be harder for me, right? Because it's like a task, guys.
Yes.
It's like a task, you know. I mean, in the exam, and Vivek
Yeah.
is the examiner. So I'll see you all. I see you guys in the next episode.
Next episode.
So bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Don't
Sayonara.
forget to
Like,
like,
share,
comment, share, subscribe. Please click the notification button as well, guys.